Hello everyone, and welcome to my first Prehistoric Kingdom video. So yeah, people that have been with the channel, you might have wondered if I was gonna play Prehistoric Kingdom, and I like building zoos and I like the prehistoric animals, so there's no way I'm not gonna be playing Prehistoric Kingdom. And people new to the channel, welcome, hello. I usually build zoos on this channel, so yeah, Prehistoric Kingdom's a natural choice, obviously, because it's a really good park builder. And yeah, welcome to the first episode of Giants Valley, my very first Prehistoric Kingdom zoo. So yeah, before we actually get into it, let me just give a bit of background about the zoo, where it is and all that. So the zoo is supposed to be based in Tanzania. I'm not sure where in Tanzania, probably somewhere on the western side, because that's a bit more jungly and forested, and the zoo, as we'll see, has a lot of trees and that, so it'll make more sense there. But yeah, why Tanzania? Well, Tanzania is a cool country, first of all, and also because Tanzania has quite a few cool dinosaurs. I mean, none of which are in the game, but a lot of the dinosaurs found in Tanzania have similarities with the dinosaurs found in the Morrison Formation in the USA. So yeah, I'm just gonna use some of the species that are in the game now, and maybe will be later on, and pretend they're the Tanzanian species or genuses. And yeah, I also wanted to give a crack at the kind of low budgety, janky East African zoo architecture. So kind of like what you see here, like wood and the thatch. Because a lot of zoos in East Africa kind of have like that style and what to do with it. Obviously, this is a place that houses dinosaurs, so the budget will be a little bit higher, but still kind of have that janky feel. So yeah, you also hear me reference not just Tanzanian zoos, but probably Kenyan zoos and Ugandan zoos as well. Probably the other two more than Tanzania, because most of Tanzania zoos aren't that, great. Kind of look like they were built early 20th century, whereas Kenya has two nice zoos, and Uganda also has one, so you'll hear me talk about those. But anyway, onto the zoo itself. So yeah, as you can see, we come down this road. I still need to put foliage on the side, but let's ignore that. And to signify that you're hit the dinosaur park, we got the T-Rex statue over here and a big old sign telling you that you've hit Giants Valley. Pretty simple name, but I noticed most East African zoos have simple names like that. You'd expect them to have a Kiswahili in the name, but actually most of them just English names and that. So yeah, went with a simple English name. Over here we have the entrance to the parking lot, so the cars come through here. There's some windows, no interiors because I'm lazy, maybe in the future. And yeah, here is the massive parking lot. It's still missing a lot of the parking lot basics, like lines to guide the cars, and islands and trees to shade the cars, and the cars themselves, and I'll maybe get to them in the future. Yeah, for now let's walk along here and we'll reach the actual entrance of the zoo. We have the little toilet sign for scale. I just scaled this to a normal person size and been using that to scale all my builds. But anyway, there's the autosave. We have a bathroom over here. It does have the actual toilet cubicle inside, so guess we'll hopefully use it. Yeah, I still put down the guest spawn. I put it down earlier just to see what guests would do, and they kind of use some of the stuff, but I haven't been looking too much, so the guests don't do much really, they just walk around. So in the future though, we will definitely have guests. I just need to find a place to put the spawner. Yeah, here's the ticket booth, so come over here, buy tickets, we can walk through. And welcome to Giants Valley. Yes, the game was paused. Or it is unpaused. So over here we have a big old green screen. This is like a photo opportunity, I don't know if a lot of zoos overseas have that, but here in South Africa, a couple zoos have that, where you walk through and they will kind of force you to come here and take a picture, and then when on your way out, they'll have the pictures up here, and then you can buy the the pictures, and since they're all green screen, like a bunch of different backgrounds to it. So yeah, on your way out, because this is the exit, you can come and be like, pictures are here, maybe we should buy a picture. So eventually I'll work on making like a kind of camera setup or something here, so it looks like it's actual photograph stand. Anyway, let's go and check out the zoo itself. I think we'll head right first, but first of all, let's check out the exhibit here, the first one you see as you enter the zoo. This over here is a Dryosaurus exhibit, but it does tie into the sauropod exhibit in the back, so you might be able to see some of the giant dinosaurs walking there. So the Dryosaurus can either come in this enclosure or go to the back by the sauropods, and it seems they're in the big field there. Most of the time they are. Although I did put like a little food dish here to kind of lure them into this enclosure. It works sometimes, but it seems they're not hungry. So yeah, and I think in the future I'll probably add like a smallish herbivore alongside, maybe like a Stegosaurian that might also be able to access this area. Oh, there's a Dryosaurus. There's one. The trees. That's cool. Let's take a closer look, why don't we? That's cool. I like this. Yeah, so we've got a little forested area. I guess. Yeah, add a Stegosaurian that can maybe, like, if it wants to get away from all the big sauropods, it can come to this little forested area. And the Dryosaurus as well. If they want to come in the shade, they can come over here. Also got some benches so you can sit down and watch little herbivores, and you can also watch the sauropods in the background, but we'll come back to the big giant dinosaurs there. Here though, we have our next species, which are... find them... there we go, there's one. Our Archaeopteryx. Yeah, we got... I think there's 3 Archaeopteryx in this one, 2 or 3. I think this one's here by the food. Cool. Yeah, so this is like the... kind of like some of the aviaries you'll see in some East African, some Tanzanian zoos. You know, just the simple wood structure with chain link, with the mesh. Yeah, that's how we're keeping our Archaeopteryx. Oh, there's the other one. Was this the one that was by the food? Nope, that's it. There's the third one. We've got this little janky wooden fence to stop people from coming close. And yeah, it's opened up so staff can get in. You have another aviary, also Archaeopteryx. I know there's Microraptor in the game, but I'll save them for later in the series. Oh, this one's sitting in the house. Really like these. It's cool to actually have like some birds that can fly, not actual birds, but you know, flying animals. If you played Planet Zoo, you know what I mean. Every time waiting for the bird DLC, but it doesn't come. At least we have these guys. Yeah, 2 different like family groups of Archaeopteryx, I'm thinking. That's why there's 2 aviaries. Walk along. Here we can see this is a ramp going onto the wooden walkway. You probably saw, but I didn't talk about. And we'll go onto that walkway a little bit later. Focus on that later. Another bathroom. This is just a copy of the one we saw earlier. Come over here. We have a little gate into a backstage area, some stables. So this is the Dryosaurus shelter, and here we have a shelter for another dinosaur, which we'll see in a bit. You have like a big old sliding door, you can open and close, and just a couple paddocks. You know, the gate can open between them, you can separate them if you need to, and identical on the side. You know, I got the little one over here if you need to isolate them, keep them indoors. And there's the gate to go inside. Anyway, on the side we have some... I don't know why my cursor isn't disappearing. try and hide it on the side. But anyway, as you can see, we have a Psittacosaurus. We have a small group, I think, of 4 Psittacosaurus. So we've got another one back there. Saw the one that just went through that tree. Yeah, so I believe this is the Psittacosaurus mongolensis. There is one Psittacosaurus species that is unspecified, and there's a Psittacosaurus sibericus, and that one's a little bit bigger. So I think in the future I will also have a enclosure for the other species, but now we have the small one. So, a pretty simple exhibit for them. Got some trees fallen down, and yeah. I should probably put some like pseudo-electric wire along these rocks, because I feel like Psittacosaurus could easily climb up these. Same thing with the Dryosaurus. Yeah, they could probably climb up the rocks, so maybe some electric wire in the future might be needed. The fences are currently weird, because yeah, I have the null fence connecting this, but for some reason when you connect fences of 2 different types, it creates this weird pole thing. I don't think the devs will keep that in. I don't think that's intentional. Even yeah, when I have these 2 fences joined up, it's this weird thing, so yeah. But I'm sure that'll be removed, because that's just, it doesn't look good with the fences, especially when you have null fence, because it's just floating in the air. Yeah, like this game is still very much in early access. It's really good for early access. We do a lot of stuff with it. So I'm eager to see what comes up in the future during full release. Yeah, said we're getting to the ramp, little wooden walkway. You can see our first major exhibit. This is why this first episode took long to get out. I've been playing the game pretty much since early access release, off and on, but it took a while because the first exhibit I decided to make was a sauropod exhibit. Obviously sauropods need a lot of space, so it took a long time to build this. But yeah, the wooden walkway is kind of based on the Nairobi Safari Walk in Kenya, where they have like this wooden walkway going through the savannah and the forests between various enclosures and like little fields for game and that. There's some pictures on screen now so you can kind of see how it looks IRL. And yeah, I really wanted to do something based on that, so got this elevated walk. You can walk right next to the sauropods. Of course, I do have some concrete columns here just to make sure they don't get too close to the pathway. They're like them. If they wanted to, they could probably destroy the pathways, but otherwise you also don't want guests coming and touching them and trying to feed them. Yeah, here's the ramp we saw earlier. And we got a little projection coming forward, right into the exhibit. We've got one of our Dryosaurs, a watering hole in the middle, some dead trees. And then in the center you can kind of see like a little isolated forested patch fenced off with these concrete posts, so the Dryosaurus and whatever other small herbivores we can put in can go in there, but the sauropods won't go in there and destroy the vegetation, because they most likely would. In fact, a lot of these trees here on the edges should probably be more inward, because anything the sauropods would reach it would probably. So yeah, in terms of species, we've got Camarasaurus. Got 2 of them there. Then we have 2 big sauropods over there. I know there are Brachiosaurus in the game, but I am pretending that these 2 are Giraffatitan, because that's a species you can find in Tanzania. I know game-wise they are Brachiosaurus, but I'm just pretending, and maybe in the future someone will make a mod for them. And there's a 3rd individual somewhere. In the back probably. But that third individual I'm pretending is an actual Brachiosaurus that's being kept with all the other sauropods, because, you know, Brachiosaurus and Giraffatitan are similar enough that maybe they'll probably get along. Yeah, I know they're a different genus, but I mean, they were similar enough that people thought they were the same genus for a long time, so leave me in my imagination. I want African dinosaurs. There aren't any in the game so far. And even when full release comes up, there aren't any like sub-Saharan African dinosaurs planned, so let me pretend that these are African dinosaurs. I believe Tanzania also has the same formation where you get Giraffatitan from. Also have a type of Dryosaurus, so maybe I could pretend these Dryosaurus are that dinosaur, but I don't know, for now I'm not going to, mainly because I can't even remember the name of that dinosaur, but yeah. Like once, I'll later maybe make up some signs, or hopefully we get like a customizable billboard or something. I can put some actual signs down saying Giraffatitan, so solidified. Right now I just feel like a bit of a crazy person just pretending these dinosaurs are something and not. Right, as we walk along the wooden walkway, see some more Dryosaurus walking in there, so you can see they can walk through the concrete. The Camarasaurus and Brachiosaurus can't. You also look at the side of the exhibit. I realize we don't really look at the Tachosaurus exhibit from up above. That is empty. That's pretty cool. Yeah, staff can kind of peer into the backstage a little bit here. But it's no biggie. Walk down the ramp. When I did let the guests in earlier, the guests could actually walk up this ramp, which is really cool. So in the future, I look forward to just seeing guests walking along the side of this exhibit. If you look on the chain link fence on the side, there's little circles, discs on them. That's just because something you'll see in actual game parks and such. The chain link fences will have little circles there because a lot of the young millets won't be able to see the chain link, so they might run into it, but they'll see the disc, so they'll know not to actually run that way. I'm not sure if Dryosaurs are smarter than your average game, but just in case they don't got these discs so they don't run into the fence. Yeah, so we're kind of back here. See, we have our Edmontosaurus statues, so guests can come and take pictures and pose next to them. It's supposed to look like a little family walking along. Oh yeah, we do have a gift shop. Again, interior not done because I'm lazy. This will definitely get an interior in the future, but yeah, no, it's all good. It does have a cool view into this exhibit, right by the food dish, so you might see some Dryosaurs coming in to eat as you're shopping, but for now it's just a whole bunch of dumps. I don't know, I should put some more dung beetles down to take care of that, but anyway. Here we got a little garden, we got some topiaries, so we got some saber-toothed cats. Maybe a little teaser for the future. But yeah, we have a gate. This will be going into the backstage area, but for now, nothing, just these two tall metal boxes for spawning in animals. We've got the toilets. We've got some more topiaries, got some raptors, flower raptors, a generic theropod, and a generic sauropod. I like how as you're walking along here, you can still see the sauropods in the background. See the Camarasaurus is going. I think that's the drinking animation, but yep, you can hear the splashing of water, but you're a little off, buddy. You're a little off. Game's still early access. You're gonna get weird stuff like that. As we come along, yeah, we have our food court. Yeah, got a whole bunch of tables and umbrellas. The umbrellas aren't in the middle of the tables, so you can move the umbrellas around to as the sun moves throughout the day, adjust it. Yeah, it's a really cool view while you're eating. You know, sitting here munching on your sandwich. These super cool giant dinosaurs in the back. We even have some binoculars, so you can look through and see the dinosaurs. Especially in this little forest patch. Because, you know, it's not really close to any walkways or viewing areas, so yeah, binoculars will help you to see anything inside there. Also have some planters for some palm trees with some seeds around. But yeah, here's the restaurant themselves. Yeah, kind of done in like a contemporary modern African style, which you'll see a lot, I guess, in this zoo. We've got 3 of the 4 current food places in the game. So we've got the Sweet Tooth. Really like the logo. Very creative with the saber-tooth cat. We've got the Bronto Burger, which kind of implies that you're eating the Brontosaurus, but I'm not gonna argue with it. Got some benches so you can sit down. I do need to make these more fancy. These look kinda lame. Make some custom benches to sit here as you wait for your food. And finally we've got the tiny fast food, I believe this one is. Is that what this is called? Yep, tiny fast food. Got the little, I believe this is a Leptictidium carrying some chips. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks like a Leptictidium to me. Yeah, got some benches right here, so if you don't want to move all the way, sit on one of these benches, you can just sit here. Yeah, I really like all this restaurant, and I haven't put some details at the back. We've got some doors and some AC. But yeah, let's move on this way. As we go along here, you're not gonna get much to see, but I'll show you the entire perimeter of the exhibit. Here's the gate to get inside the exhibit. Main exhibit, one of the gates. On the left here, this foliage is just temporary. I just used the brush to plop that down. In the future, as the zoo develops, we'll add exhibits and structures and come in and do like precise foliage to make it more realistic. But for now, it's just, yeah. Let's zoom past. Over here we have the concrete wall. And there we can see our actual Brachiosaurus. I'm not pretending that one's a Giraffatitan. I'm thinking that's an actual Brachiosaurus living with our pair of Giraffatitans. So, viewing post up here. Ooh. I didn't actually see that before now. The little telescopes I put in are showing through the ground. I'll adjust that later. But anyway, yeah, you can now view the back of the exhibit. And even from here you can see this little inside the little forested area. You might see some Dryosaurus foraging. And also on this side, got a little forested area. Got another feeding post up here. Let's recall that. So they'll bring the Camarasaurus and Brachiosaurus over here. Yeah, shit. I swear, that's a dung beetle nest there, but it's not doing its job because there's still a lot of crap. I would like an alternative. I'm sure that when this game finally gets keepers and that, I think it will get keepers. The keepers can also come in and clean all the dung, because I don't think relying on dung beetles alone is a good strategy. Yeah, and another gate for staff to get inside this exhibit. Yeah, and let's just take the last bit of the safari walk, the elevated wooden walkway. In the future, I am gonna, as you can see, the little gravel implies, gonna split it off so it goes that way to further exhibits. I think here on the left side, I will have an Argentinosaurus exhibit. So you'll get your late Jurassic sauropods on the right, and you'll get your super big South American sauropod on the left. I really like this view. I really like just sitting down and watching the sauropods move. Yeah. Even though they're all digital animals, I like watching my digital animals. You know, you don't get them in real life. In case you're wondering, there is mesh on this side of the of the walkway, so that the Dryosaurus don't run through on the other exhibit. Same thing here with the Psittacosaurus. So that's keeping the Psittacosaurus in there and the Dryosaurus in here. But yeah, that's all we have to show for Giants Valley today. We just got the small Psittacosaurus exhibit and the massive sauropod and Dryosaurus exhibit. So here's a big overview so you can see it. And yeah, also need to put, eventually I guess I'll put plants and all that along here and a wall. I'm thinking this path, will go into a resort or hotel area, so you know, you can stay over at the dinosaur park if you want to. You'll have like rooms that will overview the Argentinosaurus exhibit once I build that. Let's see, we've got paths going this direction, so yeah, we've got a whole lot to do. Backstage over here. Yeah, hopefully this will turn into a pretty decent series. I hope you all return whenever the next episode may come out. I don't know when, I don't really have any plan or schedule when doing YouTube videos and that. Yeah. I really like how this park is turning out. It's not like a super fancy Jurassic Park style exhibit. It's more, you know, concrete and wood instead of, you know, electric fence and metal. And I like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next episode. If you're new to the channel, you just came for Prehistoric Kingdom content. If you're interested in Planet Zoo content, I got a lot of that, but otherwise you can keep on coming back for the dinosaurs and extinct animals if you want. Yeah, hopefully see you in the future. Bye!